So, again, can you explain, Robert, what happened at the scene?
As I was trying to dump the crystallized cockroaches, the officers jumped out of a car and immediately went for me. Sergeant Krizz was the person that ran in front of me and aimed a gun to me. So I started running away. After that, I got tased in the back.
Alright. Uh, well, first of all, you shouldn't really be aiming guns. I'm just gonna clarify. Sergeant Chris, you shouldn't be aiming guns, unless the other person is actually aiming guns at you. That's the first thing.
And Judge, may I,
Di
may I say something to that, if you don't mind?
Yeah, it's fine.
We are we are in the United Kingdom, where we don't just immediately point a gun at someone like they do in in the United States.
Well, of course, laws are different. I'm not sure, I haven't studied laws, the American laws, but yeah, agreed. Uh, Chris, do you have to say anything in your defense?
Yes, I do.
Alright, well, you have your word.
The gun was originally at safety, but I accidentally clicked this to zoom in the gun and it went out of safety, and didn't have time to fucking put it back to safety.
Your
Alright,
Honor, I have never seen a gun before in my life, and I never did any gun training, so I wouldn't know if it was on safety or wasn't. All I seen was the point being aimed at me.
if it wouldn't have been, if it would have been on safety, wouldn't be aiming the gun at you. Sir, after he point the gun at you, or like this, did he point the gun at you from the start when he got out of the car? Or,
Uh, when he got out of the car, he went around the corner where I was dumping it. Then he said, "Hands up," with a gun pointed at me, and that's when I started running. So he was facing me while he had the gun pointed at me. So yes, he had the gun out while trying to arrest me.
alright.
I would like to put something in. Just so that you know, I did not see Chris do anything because I was building. All I saw was him coming out, and I'm not sure if I saw him moving.
If I do say something to that, Your Honor,
If
and
it
the
was, I saw
inspector
it
here
being
went
put on
around
safety.
the house and trying to find me. So he couldn't have seen the sergeant going cutting corners to get in front of me.
Alright, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you have any evidence of this happening? Do any of you have an evidence, a video?
Sadly, we do
No.
not.
Well, I believe without evidence, we can't presume. The court. Unless you have some wounds. I don't know.
I do not. He did not shoot at me. But that is the reason. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
But that is the
Terrorist
reason why I
today.
started to run away. If the officers had tasers and would tell me to stop, I would stop. But since, like I said before, I never seen a gun before in my life, being pointed at me out of the blue, I ran off because I got scared.
Well,
Before we continue,
Chris,
Judge, the inspector at the
so-
back wants to request PTS. It's not in range to hear for you to hear.
alright, I'm just gonna say one more thing. Though, one thing that sebflash said, that he doesn't remember or has seen anything that Chris did, right? He hasn't said anything about fuck, I'm sorry, I can't speak today. But basically, he has said that Krizz hasn't done anything, or he hasn't seen that Krizz hasn't done anything, like pull out the gun, put it out of safety. But on the other hand, Krizz himself confirmed that he accidentally pulled it out and aimed it at you. So, I believe the case is leaning more on your side, Robert. What did you want to say? sebflash?
I'm just saying, for any wounds that he has, I have tased him. So if you find any wounds, that might have been from the taser.
Well, there were no guns involved. Well, I mean, you just said that it was a accident. I mean, anyone could really say that in their defense, you know. I'm not sure, that's not really a good argument. Do you have anything else to say in your defense? It's not good enough. If you don't, then there will be charges pressed on you. Alright, last call. Do you have anything else to say in your defense, Krizz?
Nope.
So, let's get to the point. Robert, for how much do you want to sue him for? Or, what do you want from him?
Our 200,000.
I believe that's... Wait, give me a second. Give me a second. I'll pause the court case for a second.
He's gonna think that
Krizz,
Yeah.
or like this. Robert, you won this, well, you won the case. And Robert, Krizz will be sued for $100,000.
Pounds.
Yes, finally I could spend some money on something.
Yeah, alright.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, let
Thank
me get
you,
that
Your
for
Honor.
you. Let me get that for you.
Oh, okay.
What is this
Like, I've got the money to spend.